The story I'm about to share is profoundly moving and touches the very core of the heart. It's about a family whose lives were transformed by an ordinary, seemingly stray kitten. This tiny creature brought a beacon of hope and reignited their desire to move forward despite the hardships and trials fate had dealt them. Anna Nikolaevna, my mother's sister, was always a source of genuine admiration for everyone fortunate enough to know her. Her family life was an exemplary model of harmony, warmth, and comfort. Their home was a consistently welcoming place, where family and close friends happily gathered to spend time in an atmosphere of genuine connection and affection. Her husband, Igor Viktorovich, was an exceptional individual. A true jack of all trades, he effortlessly tackled any household task, from repairing furniture to installing complex appliances. It was often said, and quite rightly so, that he had golden hands. But his talents didn't stop there. Igor Viktorovich was known for his cheerful disposition and an inexhaustible repertoire of anecdotes and funny stories. Any gathering with him was guaranteed to be a memorable event, and it was no wonder he earned the title of the life of the party. Their son, Andrei, was a source of immense pride for the family. He excelled not only in his studies at school, but also showed a keen interest in sports. Andrei trained in boxing and achieved impressive results. His passions, however, weren't limited to athletics. The boy was also a gifted guitarist, consistently charming everyone who visited their home. This family's lifestyle, their talents and capabilities ensured that each encounter with them was vibrant and unforgettable. Anna Nikolaevna, affectionately known as Aunt Anya to her loved ones, possessed an extraordinary gift for cooking. Her dishes were renowned for their incredible flavor, to the point where they became almost legendary. Besides cooking, she had another passion: singing. Her melodic voice filled the house with a special warmth, creating an atmosphere of joy and comfort. Their family was always a haven of peace and concord. There were never arguments over who was in charge. Every major decision was made collectively, through family discussions where everyone was given the opportunity to express their opinion. One day, Anna Nikolaevna and her family decided to go to the sea, opting to drive their own car. However, fate intervened with its cruel hand. A drunk driver, veering into the oncoming lane, shattered their plans for the future. The horrific accident took away the most precious thing in Anna Nikolaevna's life: her husband and son, who died at the scene. Anna Nikolaevna regained consciousness only after a long week. Her recovery in the hospital took 2 seemingly endless months. Despite the best efforts of the medical staff, she would never be able to walk again. However, the most significant obstacle she faced was not the physical disability, but the deep apathy that consumed her entirely, leaving her with no interest in life. For Anna Nikolaevna, days at home became a monotonous series of events. She spent most of her time motionless in a chair, specially adapted to her condition, which invariably stood by the window. Any attempt by her relatives to talk to her was met with cold silence. She refused to eat, and her mornings and evenings passed in oppressive quiet. It seemed as if the world had ceased to exist for her. Then, one early morning, as the city was just beginning to wake, a tiny kitten appeared unexpectedly on the narrow windowsill of her 9th-floor apartment. Its dirty fur was ruffled, and its appearance was pathetically miserable. But there was a spark of stubbornness in its eyes. Settling right on the windowsill, it remained there all day, as if it were its new royal perch. The following morning, at first light, the fluffy visitor appeared again, as if on a strict schedule. This continued for 3 days. The persistent little kitten each day took up its crown and looked straight into the window, not taking its eyes away, as if trying to say something. Anna Nikolaevna, who had been watching this persistent creature for a long time, finally asked me to open the window a little. As soon as the window was slightly ajar, the clever little thing, as if waiting for the right moment, confidently slipped into the apartment. Without a second thought, it began to examine the room. Its demeanor remained completely unfazed, as if it were thoroughly inspecting its own property. After that, The kitten confidently settled into the chair in the middle of the living room. From that point on, the chair definitively became its undisputed territory. The only exception was Anna Nikolaevna, who, it seemed, had a special privilege to occupy the space. Moreover, he would allow her this only if he had comfortably settled on her lap. If anyone else dared to encroach on the chair, the cat would immediately make it clear that it was a very bad idea. A menacing hiss and sometimes precise but firm taps of its paw instantly deterred any such attempts. This boss in the house easily established who was in charge, and no one, not even the boldest of guests, dared to challenge its right to its favorite chair. The restless and adorable Fluffball enjoyed the morning sun with particular zeal. He would often dart around joyfully, trying to catch his own shadow, or simply bask in the warmth of the sun, stretched out like a little sovereign. Looking at his face, which radiated an amazing combination of tenderness and unconcealed curiosity, it was impossible to remain indifferent. A smile would spread across your face involuntarily, and his eyes, so loyal, seemed to be trying to tell something important in their own special feline language. Once, during one of these moments, I noticed a warm smile flicker across Anna Nikolaevna's face. It was an incredibly moving moment, especially considering that her face hadn't been illuminated with such joy in a long time. Something inside me leaped, because I suddenly understood how much happiness and comfort this tiny, but such a significant furry companion had brought into her life. Like any living being, the cat needed care and attention. He needed time to be devoted to him, feeding, playing, bathing, and cleaning up after him. Sometimes he would choose to rest, comfortably curled up on Anna Nikolaevna's lap. From time to time, he would meticulously groom his soft, fluffy fur. There were moments when the cat, either by mistake or on purpose, would lightly touch her legs, and in those moments, a special, unparalleled connection would arise between them. 7 months passed. One day, as she sat comfortably in the chair with the kitten on her lap, Anna Nikolaevna felt a slight pain. It happened when his claws pricked her skin. For her, this was a real miracle. After so many months of complete loss of sensation, her body unexpectedly responded as if coming back to life. The little kitten, rescued from the 9th floor, became not just a random companion in Anna Nikolaevna's life. This encounter became a symbol of love, hope, and an amazing healing that entered her life thanks to her furry friend. After some time, Anna Nikolaevna began to walk on her own, little by little. At first, her steps were limited to moving around the apartment, but a little later she ventured out for walks in the street. According to her, this opportunity was given to her by her furry companion, whom she affectionately calls Philip Pochka. Moreover, once, while talking to my mother, she confessed that just a few days before this cat appeared, her thoughts were swirling around hopelessness and the lack of meaning in life. When I accidentally overheard their conversation, my insides literally turned cold. Goosebumps ran all over my body. How significant the arrival of this unexpected resident was. It's hard to call him just a cat now, and even harder to imagine him as an ordinary tenant. This graceful and impressive 8-kilogram beauty has become not just an inhabitant of the house, but its true master. Anna Nikolaevna's morning entirely depends on him. It is he who wakes her up, persistently invites her to open the door for a walk, and then sits down on a chair in the kitchen, patiently waiting for lunch. Once, when Aunt Anya went to another city, Philip was left with us. All this time, he did not leave the door, as if waiting for his mistress to return. For 2 whole days, this loyal cat completely ignored his favorite meat treats, did not respond to affection, or attempts to entertain him. However, when Anna Nikolaevna finally returned and stepped over the threshold, a truly touching sight unfolded before our eyes. Real tears were streaming from Philip's eyes. This moment is forever imprinted in my memory, leaving a deep mark on my soul. Every word in this story seems to confirm just how significant this amazing creature is in Anna Nikolaevna's life. Since that time, their partings have practically disappeared from their lives. Moreover, They managed to travel to Crimea together, for which Aunt Anya specifically purchased a comfortable basket bag, ideally suited for traveling with her four-legged companion. Interestingly, Anna Nikolaevna, a woman with a striking appearance, recently received a marriage proposal from a neighbor. However, her reaction was immediate and unambiguous. "I already have my family." It was at this moment that I finally understood how huge a place her fluffy friend named Philip holds in her heart. This case made me look at their connection differently. Anna Nikolaevna once experienced a severe loss of loved ones, which seemed to leave a cold emptiness in her heart, and the flame of life had been extinguished. However, fate presented her with a gentle and defenseless creature, which became her lifeline in an ocean of pain, indifference, and despondency. This creature, a tiny kitten named Philip, entered her life, awakening in her a desire to breathe deeply again and feel joy. His warm and affectionate nature, gentle touches, and sincere emotions gave Anna Nikolaevna the strength to return to a full life and find happiness, which seemed unattainable. Friends, if this story has touched you or evoked any emotions, we will be happy to hear your thoughts and impressions in the comments section. Please, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to always stay up to date with the latest events and moving stories. Thank you so much for your attention, and until next time.